Alright, let's get right into this. I was going to cover the Death Watch chapter of the Astartes in this video, however, it doesn't help anyone if they don't understand the badass significance of what the Space Marines, also known as the Adeptus Astartes, are. So today I'm going to go over what they are genetically as well as their place among mankind in the 40th millennium. Now, let's get right into it. In the 40th millennium, the Imperium of Man's main military consists of the Imperial Guard, also known as the Astra Militarum, the Red Shirts, or Target Practice. These guys make up the base army of the Imperium and have the largest numbers, and by the Emperor do they fit the definition of dead men walking. I bring them up just to illustrate for you all that the Space Marines are not the main military of the Imperium and don't even have close to the largest numbers of warriors. Anyway, the Space Marine chapters are spread across the Imperium and each one operates independently from both the Astra Militarum and each other. They do serve the Imperium as a whole, however, so if requisitioned for aid, the chapter will send its battle brothers gleefully to combat. And just to give context, the Space Marines are rarely ever seen by normal people, whether by the military or just ordinary citizens. Space Marines are almost mythological to the rest of mankind and are revered as angels or demigods. But what makes a Space Marine so special, you may be wondering? Well, you know Master Chief from Halo and how the Spartans were children stolen from their families and genetically altered to become super soldiers? Well, they stole that from Warhammer 40K, and extremely watered it down. A chapter recruits new Astartes by going to a select world and looking up potential candidates. Such candidates are males between the age of 10 and 15 years old, and will foster extreme loyalty for the Imperium. Once selected, a new candidate is put through hellish trials and physical alterations. These changes include the following. A second heart, the least difficult of all the genetic changes. Yeah, you heard me right. The osmedulla, essentially a growth hormone if it was combined with steroids and encapsulated in an organ. This is what makes a Space Marine 8 feet tall and super strong. The Laraman's organ, a golf ball sized organ that instantly closes up wounds, so they can't even bleed out. The Preemnor, however the fuck you say that. This allows an Astartes to eat poisonous shit and treat it like a cheeseburger. In other words, they can't be poisoned. At least conventionally. And then the multi-lung, an added third lung that can absorb oxygen even in minimal oxygen environments, and it also filters out poisonous and toxic elements. And, believe it or not, these are just 5 out of the 19 different genetic additions and alterations that an aspiring Astartes receives beginning at age 10 and finishing at age 18 at the oldest. Betcha Master Chief is starting to look a little bit like a bitch by comparison at this point. This is all excluding the training and trials each chapter subjects the aspirants to whilst they receive these genetic additions. To say these guys were forged in fire couldn't be more accurate. And, depending on the chapter, literally. Anyway, that pretty much sums up an Astartes in the Warhammer 40K universe as a whole. I'm covering the Death Watch chapter of the Astartes next time, and the Age of Apostasy following that. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below, as well as subscribe for more Warhammer 40K content, as well as just gaming content in general. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. And remember, for the Imperium, brothers.